What's going on YouTube? WILDMAN here, and I'm back in the gym today, in the backyard gym, and I'm going to be doing the wide hands safety squat bar, or SSB if you're cool, box squat. So all I'm doing is I'm sticking my hands out super wide, going down to the box, completely letting go of my brace, and then standing up. This puts a lot more emphasis onto your quads because you're taking away that stretch reflex at the bottom of the squat where your posterior chain, like your glutes and your hamstrings, can kick in. And if I had to be completely honest as to why I'm doing this low key, I was getting a little bit tired of doing the barbell back squat because I've been training that a lot. And I feel like that I've kind of gone up as far as I could at the moment. So it's time to change it up. So I like using the SSB bar because that wide hand throws all the weight forward. So your upper back has to be activated a lot more and you have to be upright a little bit more. And I wanted to give my posterior chain a little bit of a break and I wanted to hit those quads a little bit more. So this is just really making it that I have to adapt to a completely different variation of the squat. And it's something that I don't typically train on. And once I have the SSB out, I try to make sure that I use it to its full extent. I actually have a previous video where I'm basically doing this same workout minus the box squat. The reason why I'm doing that box squat again is because I want to make sure that I'm hitting those quads extra, and the box squat is perfect for that. And I've had a little change in my work schedule where typically I work at nights. Now I'm like polar opposite. Now I'm waking up at 3 in the morning and I got to be at work at 4 in the morning. And then I'm there pretty much all day. So this is the evening time now. This is the only time I'm going to be able to get a workout. So I'm not doing the giant set format because I was super tired. This is the end of my long work week and I was super tired. So I knew I needed to get out in the gym and I knew I'd be really tired and fatigued from the work week. So I just decided I'm going to do something different and fun and challenging, which motivated me to get out here in the first place. And then I was just going to gingerly work up to a 6 rep max on each set until I can't do 6 reps anymore. So this is actually going to be my top set, which is the weight I wanted to hit. I was hoping I could be able to do this today because the box squat was really making this extra hard. So I decided to do 330, and that turned out to be a pretty difficult, tough six. By the time I hit my 6 rep right here, I kind of felt like, all right, if I went up more weight, I definitely wouldn't be able to hit it for 6 reps. So I ended it there. And then I immediately moved on to an SSB high rack pull. So that is way above my knees, and those pads make it a lot easier to drag up because it's not so harsh like a barbell. So this is a lot easier than a deadlift. But the idea is you have to train all levels of the deadlift. So again, I'm getting a little tired of just training the deadlift, and doing variations of the deadlift is super important. So this is just really maxing out the lockout portion of the deadlift where I try to wedge myself in there and I practice that once I get that bar across my knee, which is the hardest part to do, then this is the part that I can really be confident in because I know how much weight I can lift once I get it past my knee. So this is just basically training this, and it's fun to do. Again, I was trying to get out to the gym and thinking of things to do. I wanted to use the SSB bar all the way through, so I just decided I'm going to use it for high rack pulls as well. And this is my top set. So this is 620 pounds. I think last time I did this, I think I did 600 pounds for one, and that was kind of difficult to do. So this time around, I'm going to do 3 reps, and this actually went very smooth and was very easy. So now I know I can go up probably to 700 pounds next time, but all the weights were falling off, as you can see, because I'm poor. I don't have enough little weights. I only have bumper plates. So donate money so I can get more weights and I can try more weight on the SSB high rack pull, make myself feel cool, big, and strong. Once I was done with that, then I was doing 3 rounds, and I was doing the SSB Zercher squat. So with a barbell, Zercher squats are very hard on your joints because they sit in the crook in the elbow. So with the SSB, because I wanted to keep using it, I just decided I'm going to do some Zercher squats with it, which makes it a lot easier with that pad. And it mimics, as I'm doing at the top, you can see I'm shooting my hips through. That's the kind of movement you do for stone lifting. So this is a great way to overload the movement because stones are really hard on your joints because they're so awkward, big, and not even all the way around. With that pad, I'm able to really overload the weight and then bang out some reps. And really, it's not very hard. But doing all that work with the squats and deadlifts, that made it pretty difficult by the time I was done to this point. So got to a 6 rep max, kind of thought that was a good idea, felt the pump, put it away, got a good back and bicep work as well. So I decided, you know what? SSB is still out here, so let's continue to work on. My biceps were a little bit tired from those Zercher squats because it really puts a lot of strain on your bicep. You can see my biceps are blown up right now. So I was doing some strict curls where I bring it up to my chest level, but then I really concentrate on the eccentric by dragging that pad down to build some resistance. So this ended up being perfect because it isolated the biceps perfectly, which were already tired. So I didn't have to do very much heavy weight. And then I did hitchhikers, which of course, I love hitchhikers for shoulder health, and flutter kicks to hit my abs and inner thighs as well. And that was the total workout for the day. And I didn't die. So put a check in that column where I was able to lift really heavy, nothing broke or went snap, and I didn't die. So good job, Wildman. I really appreciate everybody stopping by, truly. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.